Sean McCarthy here to take you through the week on HRTV.
The Breeders' Cup is now just 5 weeks away. Enough time for just one more prep before the big stage. Come November, all the focus will turn to Churchill Downs. But this weekend, the biggest contenders coast to coast take one more test. In New York, 5 Grade 1s to see who belongs beneath the Twin Spires, including Blaine, out to garner the respect he so rightly deserves.
He's shown us quite a few signs of an elite horse.
Blaine got it by a nostril!
And on the West Coast, perfection is on the line, as Zenyatta campaigns for number 19.
She doesn't win by far, but it's the way she wins. Gives you goosebumps.
Getting out of her way, Blind Luck travels cross-country for her final press.
3 wins. She's won by a nose.
Don't tell me that's a coincidence.
It is not.
And Baffert's Lucky Charm ships to the Hoosier State.
Look at it, Lucky and Martine Garcia romping the Haskell.
Arguably the best 3-year-old in the country, Looking at Lucky gears up for the big boys.
Peter Lurie and Zoe Cadman were on hand to witness Looking at Lucky's victory in the Grade 2 Indiana Derby.
Looking at Lucky, coming at him and coming on. To the inside, St. Maximus Gatto, they've less than a furlong to go. And Looking at Lucky has power to the lead. Looking at Lucky by 2. To the inside, racing in second, the Sky is No Limit. And St. Maximus Gatto, it's Looking at Lucky to win the 16th running of the Indiana Derby.
Bob Baffert to my right. You had some choice words for Martin Garcia going into the first turn. Would you care to share them with us?
You know, when he came back, I asked Martin, I said, what happened? I said, who you think you were on, Secretariat? And he said he was. So,
and you know what? You can ride, little boy.
This little guy's doing okay. Martin, you're looking a little bit muddy there. What were you thinking going into the first turn? Oh, help?
You know what, I think I make a little mistake because Bob told me, don't get dirty, and that's the first thing that I did.
Your only instructions were to keep those colors clean, and I'm not sure you did a very good job at that.
That was not a good job, but the good thing that I did is win, so that's what I did.
And when it's all said and done, Looking at Lucky, dirty or otherwise, is a winner.
How can you top that, Pete? I mean, what a tremendous day. The sun came out. Always the princess. We had Jardim winning the Schaefer Mile. It just doesn't get any better than this.
Yeah.
And that was a tremendous effort. I was throwing away my program going down the backside thinking this is it. It's all over, but not for Lucky. He re-rallied, and Martin Garcia, he said he thought he messed it up because he got his colors dirty, but that was the thing to do in that race, and he came home a winner.
Everything comes out right with this one. I think is going to be one of the leading contenders for the upcoming Breeders' Cup Classic, but that is for another day. Zoe, it was always a pleasure working with you.
I've had an absolutely fabulous time here at Hoosier Park, and I will be back.
And as we like to thank everybody here at Hoosier Park, we'd like to thank Jeff Smith, Jim Brown, Susan Kilkenny. Everyone had anything to do with this place. You all did an amazing job. Of course, the racetrack caller, Steve Cross. For Zoe Cadman, I'm Peter Lurie. We got some fish and some adult beverages. We're going to relax. We send it back now to our LA studios. Good night.
Belmont Park's Super Saturday included 5 Grade 1 stakes.
1 furlong to go. It's now Girolamo and Riley Tucker. Girolamo digs down deep and holds on. Riley Tucker doing his best. Wildcat Brief has made a run from last, but he'll be no better than third. It's Girolamo to win the Mossberg. Unrivaled Bell left behind in second. Nothing left for Queen Martha. Persistently not going to get to this winner today. It is Life at 10. A clear-cut and decisive winner over Unrivaled Bell. Wild finish coming here. Red Desire down toward the rail. Changing Skies. Ave. And they're down to the wire. Ave's trying to get through between horses. Changing Skies. Here's the wire. A thrilling finish that goes to Ave. Winchester and Patio Prado to slug it out for the final 16th of a mile. Winchester surges past Patio Prado in the shadow of the wire. It is Winchester. Cornelio Velasquez rode him brilliantly. Final furlong, Haynesfield and Ramon Dominguez. He's like a statue in the stirrups. Haynesfield has crushed his rivals, a worthy front-running winner of the Jockey Club Gold Cup.
Good work. So let's do a quick bullet drill. Start things off with a quick question, a little trivia. Another name for a flower bowl.
Flower bowl? Vase?
It's a vase.
Oh, okay.
Right.
All right.
The Jockey Club, one of the features at Belmont Park, began in what year?
What century?
Fair enough.
18th century. I don't know. 1850?
1894. Okay. Going back a ways. Long time dedicated to the racing industry. And as we celebrate Rachel Alexander's career, and that's what we should do, is celebrate it. Give me one word to describe what Rachel did on the racetrack.
Oh, exhilarating.
Exhilarating would work for me.
Rachel Alexander's owner, Barbara Banke, joined Race Day America to discuss Rachel's retirement plans.
Well, it has been difficult, and of course it's bittersweet, but we really wanted to retire her healthy and happy, and I think this is a good time.
And she will be bred to your other horse of the year, Curlin, that kind of a no-brainer. Tell us how and when she will be transported and the time frame in which you kind of get the track out of her. What will be happening with Rachel in the days and weeks to come?
Well, we're going to work that out with Steve and Scott, Scott Blasey, Steve Asmussen, and our folks at the farm, because of course they'll all be looking forward to seeing her, but they want to make sure that we do it the right way. So that's in the works right now, and we'll keep you posted on that. And then we'll set up that date, maybe sometime around Valentine's Day, and see what happens. Well, they like each other.
It sounds like a perfect match. They can bring their horse of the year trophies together and brag about that.
When HRTV Rewind returns,
you know, you're looking. Where's the wire? How's the horse doing? How's the wire?
Here she comes! She's done it again!
Have de Grace, Blind Luck, they're going to be photoing again. Have de Grace has done it!
"19 horses went postward for Sunday's Prix de l'Arc de Triomphe in Paris, France.
And as they race down to the closing stages now, Workforce is coming as well. Maranus on the outside, Planters leading, but now Nakayama Festa has come through on Workforce. Ryan Moore with a pink cap has come to challenge. It's Nakayama Festa on the outside of Workforce. Salafine is into third place. Workforce, Michael Stout looking for his last victory. He's narrowly in front. Nakayama Festa is fighting back at him as they race towards the line. Workforce, Ryan Moore's going to do it for Michael Stout. He's won the Arc.
Longchamp Sunday's card included other Grade 1 turf races and was the scene of Goldakova's latest triumph.
Paco Boy trying to pick up as well. Goldikova trying to come with a run again as they enter the final 2 furlongs now. Goldikova coming through again, but on the outside, Paco Boy, Dick Turpin, Regal Parade against the rails. Goldikova is in front though. She snatched the lead back in the closing stages. Paco Boy on the outside trying to get to her, but Goldikova held Paco Boy.
Astonishing and a popular victory for Goldikova, her 11th Group 1, would you believe, and as Ian was mentioning, her last race presumably on French soil as she heads off to the States. And as we also mentioned there, 300-400 metres from home, she looked beaten, she looked to be struggling, but she's come with a renewed effort. Olivia Pellier has charged her to the front, and Goldikova will come back to tumultuous applause.
Blind Luck shipped to Philadelphia this week for a rematch with Have de Grace in the Cotillion Stakes.
Blind Luck is still about 5 back, but now beginning to roll as they approach the top of the stretch. Blind Luck is making a bid between horses. Have de Grace comes to the final furlong with a 3.5 length lead. Blind Luck is going to try to reel her in. Have de Grace has the lead. She's still clear in mid-stretch. Blind Luck is making her run on the outside, and now Blind Luck is flying. Here comes Blind Luck. Have de Grace, Blind Luck, they're going to be photoing again. Have de Grace has done it.
I'm so happy for Have de Grace and all the connections that she finally got there. Up until today, she was not even a stakes winner, and she's proven time again that she is one of the best of her generation. So it's really rewarding to win this race today, and to beat a filly of the quality of Blind Luck makes it so special.
Did you feel that there was an advantage until you had the 10-pound shift in weights from the Alabama shorter distance? Did that give you more optimism going into the race?
I have to feel like the 10 pounds was a big disadvantage to Blind Luck. These good horses, I don't know if a lot gets in their way. So there's really, I can't tell for sure, but I have to think that the 10 pounds helped our team today.
Were you thinking I'm going to get the jump on Blind Luck because you know she's going to be coming, or was there a different strategy?
Well, it was pretty much a strategy. When I look back, I saw her starting to get her engine warmed up, and you know, last couple times, Gracie's really starting to mature. You know, I think I've always thought a lot of this filly. I'm thankful Mr. Porter and Tony kept me on. They could very easily taken me off. You know, getting beat a couple noses and heads. But she's coming into her own. I think she's just getting better. Today we took the lead. She waited a little bit for Blind Luck, and then once Blind Luck hooked her, we battled on. She really ran a good race today.
Earlier in the week, Zoe Cadman caught up with Zenyatta and the Sheriff's Barn for an HRTV diary.
We're up here on the backside by the training track, Hollywood Park, Zenyatta Way, the training track. This all belongs to Big Z, including her pony over there. At the Sheriff's Barn, oh look, Giacomo. Now every barn needs a mascot. This is Puff Kitty. Hi Puff Kitty. You waiting for the Queen to come out as well? Queen Z? When all else fails and you can't find Zenyatta, this is what you find instead. Look at this. Okay, now we're gonna race Big Z against Giacomo. Ding, 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 ding. Oh, by a head. Winner again.
Zenyatta! This is
Unbelievable! Back in the reign of the Queen, getting her bridle on. This is Big Z's workmate, Elvino, Steve aboard, the rabbit. Here she comes. Steve's got his game face on now, concentrating, no more messing around. Big Z stepping away. He's getting ready for takeoff. How'd you go, boys?
Perfect for her. 113 flat.
The Big Z. Perfect. That's what we want to hear. Wow. That's all they're going to see in the Breeders' Cup. Look at that.
Zenyatta remained perfect this Saturday at Oak Tree, winning her 19th consecutive race.
Zenyatta has just passed 2. She's up to third now and only 2.5 lengths from the lead, and here she comes. Switch is going to take over the lead from Moon to French. Zenyatta still has 2 lengths to make up and only a final furlong to do it. She's going to have to fly again. Switch has the lead at 16th out. Zenyatta with giant strides trying to get her. Here she comes. She's done it again. Zenyatta!
Everything was a blur to me. You're looking. Where's the wire? Where's the wire? How's the horseman? How's the wire? You know, so how can you doubt her? She's done some amazing things the last 16th of a mile of a race. So until the wire comes, she's got that ability to dig down. I don't know. Her heart must be huge. She just can dig down, find a little more. Never give up.
What kind of runs through your mind when you just hear the crowd going crazy and see those signs and then you realize it's a part of you? What do you feel like then?
Well, they're sort of demonstrating how I really feel inside. I can't really show all my emotions, so I really enjoy them getting into it because that's exactly how I feel.
She's just amazing. I was a little concerned with the distance today. I mean, that was my main concern anyway, and
You know, the 3-year-old ran great. Switch ran dynamite. She really did. But I felt pretty confident through the lane, and I was starting to hit my best strides there towards the end, and she galloped out strong. And what can I say? She is who she is. She seems to know where the wire is at. She likes to make it a little dramatic.
Was it emotional because this is her last start in California, and what were you thinking?
I was glad I was sweating a lot, let's put it that way. You couldn't tell there were tears of sweat.
What if you had beaten Zenyatta? Would you have felt like, oh God, you wouldn't have been the favorite person?
They would have killed me, you know. It's a lot of people came to see her, and if I beat her, I rode my race, I rode my filly to beat her, you know, but I mean, everything with my horse, my fillies, it worked out perfect, you know. Couldn't go any better, we just got beat. Got beat for a better horse. So I'm happy, I'm still happy.
Oak Tree's opening weekend at Hollywood Park also included the Norfolk, the Yellow Ribbon, and the Goodwood Stakes.
JP's Gusto, Jay Cito and Mike Smith. These two will come to the final 60, and they are virtually together. Jay Cito outside, JP's Gusto inside, and Jay Cito has taken the lead, and Jay Cito wins the Norfolk.
Again, I don't give him any instructions, and I didn't tell him to ride him like he does Zenyatta or anything like that. But he was out of trouble.
That's the kind of horse that you want. You know, his father won the Belmont. You know, he's still a classic horse. Early enough, got a great trainer, and that's what we need.
And Hibayeb, and here comes Hibayeb in the center of the Hollywood Park turf course. Hibayeb turning top. Gypsy's warning in. Hibayeb has the lead. Hibayeb just in front, turning top. Gypsy's warning. Hibayeb wins the Yellow Ribbon.
Really good opportunity to run here in the firm tour, so you know, we was decide just put it right behind the speed because here it's like kind of stylish. So, and then I was getting comfortable in the stretch, and I feel like I have a lot of horse, so it's gonna be tough for the Breast Cup.
Crown of Thorns right back at him. Richards Kid through from the inside, and Twirling Candy's back in third. Now it'll be Richards Kid or Crown of Thorns, and Richards Kid rode the rail, and Richards Kid wins the Goodwood.
I took my chances, in 1 second I didn't think I was gonna fit there, and I was gonna swing him out, but he kind of got out a little bit, so I said I'm going for it, and it worked out perfect. He didn't see me till I was there, and I mean, he wouldn't do nothing. He's not gonna shut me off, but it's good when you get the chance to go through the rail like that, and especially if you win it.
Coming up on HRTV Rewind,
Regal solo a length in the Maryland Million Classic, and Sheldon Russell with a triple.
We'll be back for the crab cakes and the racing, and hope you will too.
Last week we took you to the Winter Resort.
Really, I think what Jim, he did all other kind of sports, but Jim lived for racing.
With the great secretariat here at Claiborne Farm.
He was telling the world about this country that he loved, this country of Maryland.
And this is Seattle's Slew.
So why don't you dream up one more, and we could call it the Maryland Million. And that's where the name was born.
Laurel Park was home to the 25th Jim McKay Maryland Million. Caton Bradar and Dick Girardi were on site for all the action.
Is doing great. 12-pack Shelley. Loves Reason is closing on the outside. Doing great. It's going to be Steady Warrior to finish first in a big way. North Point Costas, a popular winner in the Maryland Million Starter Handicap. Blind Date, up to Love That Dance. Blind Date, Love That Dance, Love That Dance, and Blind Date to score. He's 6-6. Ben's Cat, they can't catch the cat. It's Celtic Innes and Louis Garcia, but Jack on the Rocks has come back. Pocket Patch and Jonathan Joyce, 6-1 winner in the Maryland Million Turf. Baltimore Bell and the Maryland Million Oaks going away. Baltimore Bell sharp to win. My Sweet Ninana, how sweet it is, 50-1. Bankel Benner back in fourth. Here they come to the second wire, and it is Silver Heart. Not Abroad has finally found room, but is running second to 16 to go. It's Regal Solo a length in the Maryland Million Classic, and Sheldon Russell with a triple.
Sheldon Russell, congratulations. 3 wins today, including the big one. How does that feel?
I mean, just what a great day. I knew going into today we had a couple of live chances. Probably not the best horses in the races, but with good trips and a little bit of luck, we were gonna, hit the board or be close. So just a great day, really.
What's it like to have a day like that, a big day on such a big stage?
I'll let you know tomorrow because I'm not sure I'm gonna sleep tonight, but just a great day. Trainer's been very loyal. Let's say big thanks to my agent Marty Lennon, who has been working relentlessly in the mornings with me and got me on some of these nice horses. So big thanks to my agent and the trainers that put me on these horses today.
Well, Maryland's day at the races turned out indeed to be a day for the Marylanders, including names like Travis Dunkelberger with 2 wins on the card and a promising 2-year-old steady warrior, him riding for Gary Capuano, a familiar trainer here with 2 wins on the card as well, and a lot of other trainers that we've come to associate directly with racing in this state.
Yeah, it was a big day for Capuanos in general. Gary, as you said, winning 2. Dale won earlier with North Point Costas won the starter handicap, make him the all-time leading trainer here at the Maryland Million with 9 wins. But the runner-up now, tied with Bill Boniface, is King T. Leatherberry. Always great to see King T in the winner's circle. He won the turf sprint with now undefeated Ben's Cat, 6-4-6. Wouldn't be surprised to see him back here next year trying for some more. But those were the 2 big names today. And, of course, Sheldon Russell, you just had on a little bit ago, Caton, wins 3 today, including the Classic on Regal Solo. I have to mention Bowman's Band, who's the only horse that sired 2 winners today. And it's always a great day to come to Caton. We had so much fun last year, but this year the weather being a lot nicer, it was a great day here at Laurel.
And of course, it wouldn't be a Maryland Million Day if we didn't talk about Jim McKay and we didn't talk about Not for Love, who picked up another win.
Yep.
And Jim, of course, his memory living on through this event with the Jim McKay Maryland Million Showcase Day. And his grandson in attendance, still placing a wager, as it should be. We'll be back for the crab cakes and the racing, and hope you will too. But in the meantime, it's been a real treat to join you for this Jim McKay Maryland Million Day.
That's all for HRTV this week. Here's what you can look forward to next week, including the premiere of Disney's Secretariat in theaters October 8th.
You know that line from the Jimi Hendrix song, "Let me stand next to your fire." I mean, when I heard they were making a movie about Secretariat, I thought, do you think maybe no? It was too much to think that this would fall my way, you know, but it did, and I'm extremely honored and grateful to bring the legacy of Penny Chenery to the screen, you know.
His race at the Preakness, where he started last, which he usually did, and he looked like he was just kind of looking around or doing something other than racing at the Preakness. And then in I think about 16 seconds he went from last to first, and that was one of the most complete destruction of opponents that I've ever seen in any sporting event. He looked like he was passing by on the bed of a very fast pickup. They looked to be standing still. Amazing.
There's always that shot after every race where they cut to the box and everybody's jumping up and down, hugging. It's in Secretariat. It never really meant anything to me. I just like, okay, wow, just those rich people that have horses, you know. But you see how much work and, you know, how much goes into it. So I have a greater, it's a real victory for people. It's a competition on the highest level.